Hey guys, so a few days ago I filmed my top 5 drugstore foundations, and today I wanted to do my not top 5 but top 4 high-end foundations. The reason I have 4 high-end foundations and not 5 is because I didn't want to just put in any old high-end foundation just for the sake of having 5. I just put in my absolute favorite top 4. I didn't want to just ramble on about one that I don't really like, which I can honestly say these 4 are my absolute favorite holy grail foundations ever. The first 2 especially are just phenomenal foundations, and I could not recommend them more. The first one I'm going to talk about is probably no surprise. It is my absolute go-to foundation if ever I have a special occasion, if I wear this one to work all the time. It's just that foundation that I can always rely on. So that is my Nars Sheer Glow foundation. As I said, this is just my absolute favorite foundation. I have 6 shades of this because when I was doing my freelancing work, I fell in love with this and I bought 6 different colors to match different skin tones for girls that I did makeups for. The name of this foundation, Sheer Glow, is quite silly, to be honest, because it's not sheer, it's a medium to full coverage foundation, and I think that can be very misleading when someone hears sheer glow. They think, oh, it's going to be like a tinted moisturizer that's shiny. It's not that at all. It has the most perfect coverage, but it is not cakey. I can't say enough good things about it. I absolutely freaking love it. It works for nearly all skin types too. Like, I've used it on oily skins and it still works fine for them. I just set it with a mattifying powder through the T-zone, and they have a whole super big range of colors. So this one here is Fiji. This is probably the color that matches me the best most of the time. Otherwise, I do use Ceylon and I have Punjab. Mont Blanc is one of the best shades for really fair people. One of my friends wears that shade and she's the same. She absolutely loves it. It's just such a phenomenal foundation. Lasts the whole day on me. I don't have to worry about touching it up. It is $50 in American pricing, which I do buy mine from America because I'm not going to pay $20 more or some ridiculous price just to get it in Australia. When you see how expensive our makeup is, you would understand why. So I either shop off Kiss and Makeup New York, and they have it for $50 and I think it's about $10 shipping, or I get it off strawberrynet.com and they have it for... Actually, I think Kiss and Makeup keeps it for $55 maybe, and Strawberry Net keeps it for $50, and Strawberry Net also has free shipping. So when I can get this color on Strawberry Net, I always do. It is just my absolute favorite foundation in the whole entire world. Number 2 is one I discovered. This was like my very first high-end foundation that I'd ever tried. I was going to get a different one and they didn't have it, so I got this. And it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So this is full coverage. It is freaking amazing. I really like using this with a damp sponge, as I do most foundations, but even if you apply it with a brush, it doesn't go cakey, it doesn't look heavy. Even though it is so full coverage, it's not like something that's really full on. So if you are someone with oily skin, or you find your foundation always comes off during the day, I would definitely try this one out. It is such a long wearing and reliable foundation that I really like. So for dry skins, I don't know how well this would go. I think you would have to use a really hydrating moisturizer beforehand and maybe a hydrating primer, and it might not cling to dry patches, but I think it might be a bit drying otherwise. And this one retails for $50, which in my opinion, I know that's a lot of money, but I will spend the most money on my foundations because that is what, when you look at someone, that's the main thing you see. That's the main focus, you know. It's just the whole way your skin looks. That's my personal opinion. That's the way I feel. So I personally would rather have really high-end foundations and base products and just use any old eyebrow product or lip product or eyeshadows. So yeah, that's just the way I feel about foundations. They're something that I really will invest my money in because I do find them to be worth it. And number 3 is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. So this, I came across this when I first started my freelancing work. I thought I need a foundation that is going to be amazing for photography, and all of these girls are going to look absolutely beautiful in it when they have their photos taken at their formal or something like that. So this was the one I researched the most and found to be the best. So this foundation I think is absolutely perfect for special occasions. When I stopped doing my freelancing work, I gave a bottle of the darker foundation to my mum, and at first she was like, oh, it's okay. But after that, she was like, Brie, I can't live without this foundation and it's really expensive. You shouldn't have got me hooked on it. So I bought her another one for Christmas, and it is her absolute favorite foundation. I would say you can get a light to medium to full coverage. Pretty much you can get it at any stage with this foundation. It is really, really good for that. When I used to apply it on my formal girls, I would generally use a buffing brush. I felt that was the best way that these applied, and obviously I didn't use sponges on my formal girls because they're a lot harder to clean and they're not as sanitary as using a brush that I can clean straight after. Yeah, I would say it's mainly a medium coverage, but it's very buildable. You can build it up to a full coverage, and it looks like real skin, so that's why it's so perfect for photography. It gives you a flawless, smooth base without looking like you've got a whole heap of foundation caked on. I buy mine off pmstudio.com, and that's a Sydney-based website. So yeah, you get them in the mail fairly quick, and they also send you a little baby primer, and I think I pay about $70 for it. And number 4 is my Diorskin Forever foundation. So this is what it looks like. I love the packaging on this. It has got such a nice blue lid. It's got a pump, and the bottle is like that matte kind of glass, so it looks expensive, which it is, so it should. So this is a super duper blendable foundation. I tried it in the store and fell in love with it. I do buy it online though, because as I said, it's too expensive. I forget how much I paid for this. I got it quite a while ago, but it has lasted me a long time. It's up to about there, I think, now. It's super blendable. I love using this one with a buffing brush. It blends in just seamlessly, looks perfect, and it looks really good in photography too, which I wouldn't have picked this to be something that, you know, would look absolutely fantastic in photography, but it does. It blurs pores, it blurs imperfections, a really good job at making your skin look its best. So it doesn't last quite all day on me. It's not the longest wearing foundation I have, but it still does last quite a while. I really do like this foundation. It's not one that I use all the time, as I said, because it's so expensive. It's only sort of kind of special occasion. But yeah, Diorskin Forever foundation, definitely one I would check out if you are in the market for a luxury foundation. So that completes my top 4 favorite high-end foundations. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I know the world of foundations is very overwhelming. I know for me, when I first started to really get into makeup, I was sort of like, there's just so many. Which one's going to suit my skin? Which one's going to be the best for me? I don't know if I mentioned, I have sort of combination normal, a little bit oily. At the end of the day, I have quite normal skin, and yeah, these are the foundations that I have found to work the absolute best for my skin personally. And as I said, I used the Nars She Glow and the Makeup Forever on a ton of my formal girls or girls I did makeup for weddings, and it always just turned out beautifully. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!